Hello audience, Vatiwah here and welcome to another episode of Skyrim Review, Boobs and Lubes, a mod review with a story to tell. In the last episode, Kat, my character, got turned into Widowmaker from Overwatch and she was having a very good time at a tropical island. However, she did get a little bit bored with her playthings and she kinda wanna have some tacos for dinner instead of hot dogs. Right here, we have follower Saige the Purger by Ashes to Ashers, and this follower is very good at handling sticks with both of her hands, if you guys know what I mean. Saige can be found at Arcadia's Cauldron in Whiterun, and she can be recruited instantly. She is a very beautiful looking follower and very easy on the eyes. She looks very athletic just because she practices Filipino martial arts and involves her using 2 sticks. Now in battle, she uses 2 Screamer sticks and she uses it very effectively. It is always a welcoming sight to see a follower that is unique. Now in this case, the use of a different kind of weapon. Now it kind of reminds me of a Bruce Lee movie where Bruce Lee fights a guy that's using the same type of weapon in the movie Game of Death. Now she has healing spells and as well as the ability to go into stealth mode. Yes, very tricky. Now Saige also has 2 different types of armor that she has, one that covers her titties and the other one that shows everything, and I like it a lot. Now it looks very lovely, especially with all the leather straps surrounding those wonderful assets, yes indeed. Now she is using the UUNP body replacer. However, maybe Widowmaker will feel a little bit more comfortable with another Overwatch character. We have Overwatch Sombra follower and armor by user 619, and it brings our favorite Mexican girl from Overwatch into Skyrim. Now Sombra can be found at the Battered Mare in Whiterun where she can be recruited.
Lead the way.
And she looks exactly like Sombra from Overwatch. She has the same face, same hairstyle, and the same outfit. I really like the hands, the hacking gloves that she uses to hack her enemies with in Overwatch. I like that a lot. That's probably the best part of her outfit, in my opinion. She can hack my dick anytime and anywhere. Now in battle, she doesn't really have her own weapon, so you most likely will have to give her something to use. Maybe you should go and get her like a gun mod, like from the Dwarven gun mod that we kind of reviewed last episode. Now there's also an armor that you can spawn in, so you can also look like Sombra for whatever reason. So basically, the follower is kind of using the armor to make her look like Sombra. Now since the armor is what makes you or your NPC look like Sombra, you cannot give her any other outfits to wear like bikinis and stuff. It would have been very nice to have a Widowmaker in bikini and as well as a Sombra. I think Sombra will make a very cute couple with Widowmaker. It's always Widowmaker and Tracer. Sombra doesn't get any love. The mod author has a Patreon page, so if you want to help out and help out the mod author, there's a link in the video description below to the Patreon page. Now there's also a few other followers and presets that you can get off of the Patreon page, so go check it out. Now one of my viewers, Jaina Elder, recommended this mod to me, so thank you very much. I love you, you sexy bees. At the moment, we should take our new followers to another tropical island to have some fun. I think Widowmaker will like it a lot. We have Tropical Islands Reloaded by PresidentMendes and Yok1, and it's another tropical island mod that's wonderful to have, especially if you use a lot of bikinis. Now to get to the island, we go to Solitude and there's a ship that you can take, and oh hey, there's an NPC here, Raven. Now Raven is the captain of the ship. You can travel to the island by getting on her boat and entering her captain's room. Once there, we have a very rich and tropical island. Now as you can see, it's actually a few small islands that's relatively close by, and we will take a quick look at most of these islands. Now these islands has plenty of vegetation and it's like being in a jungle, and there must be a few dozen different plants and trees here. Now I do lose about 5 frames per second when I'm in the middle of the island, but no big deal. It's kind of expected for Skyrim and for having such a variety of plant fauna and the density of it. Now in the water there's actually plenty of marine animals, many of which you can gather. The tropical island is not entirely friendly. There are enemies that inhabit some of them, and they are usually guarding a cave or an area.
Expecting that, were you? Your end draws near.
Most of these areas do not have any quests, however, the mod author did say that there will be some quests that's going to be added in the future. Right here, we have a small camp that belongs to some researchers. Inside, you can use the beds and maybe use that as your room. Now at this area we have the Queen's Cave, and in here we have a queen, and her backstory is that she's looking for her eggs that got stolen and she ended up on a tropical island after some misunderstanding. I wonder if those eggs are gonna need to be fertilized, if you guys know what I mean. Hehehe. There are plenty of Easter eggs and areas that I have not shown you guys, and there will be future updates to the island. And what the hell is that over there? What is that? Is that a new type of enemy or is that a friend? We have Gravelord by Mihail Romanov, and is a very scary looking son of a bitch. The Gravelord is from the game Elder Scrolls Online. He's very intimidating and relatively big. He is a big black mass of skeletons and bones. The Gravelord kind of reminds me of Barragan, the number 2 Espada from the anime Bleach. The Gravelord is a unique monster, and there are only a few places where he can spawn. One of them is guarding Serana's mother in the Soul Cairn, and when he's attacking, he does spawn a bunch of skeletons, and he will spawn in a lot of them, I'm not even kidding. Now he's also holding a very large sword, which you can loot after you kill the Gravelord. The weapon is kind of slow and it looks very cumbersome, however, it does have some health leeching properties when you hit an enemy with it. Another cool thing is that some enemies can summon Gravelords of their own, and we can also do it as well. We can summon our own Gravelords. Right here we have a staff that you can find, and this will allow you to spawn in a Gravelord for 60 seconds that will help you fight. Anyways, I think this is it for this episode of Skyrim Review. Now, if you enjoyed, make sure to bang the like and subscribe button, bang it good. And right here, we have Widowmaker and a bear having a good time. One of you guys kind of suggested it in the previous episode, so here we are as promised. Can Widowmaker bear this attack? One more thing is we are going to be having a fight against the Gravelord, and some of my followers will not survive. Who shall it be? Who's not going to come back alive? Well then, stay sexy my friends, stay sexy.